Hello and welcome. When you are looking to buy a Georgian property as a home or as an investment, or if you already own one, then this video will help you. This video will give you advice, information on problems, and will show you the potential Georgian properties have. However, we also need to advise you that a little knowledge can be dangerous, and we are more than happy to help you. Please give us a call on free phone 0800 298 5424 or email me at help@firstassociated.co.uk. This video will show you a few of the typical problems to be aware of that could be very costly and are the type of things the Chartered Building Surveyor will identify that have maybe been missed by a builder or a non-qualified surveyor or a friend trying to help out. This is why you need to have a Chartered Building Surveyor carry out a building survey. We feel that we do our surveys a little bit different to most Chartered Surveyors, and we would say better as we explain and will show you as you watch this video. Remember, there are many times in life that you need an expert. There are a few things you wouldn't do yourself, like cutting your own hair, pulling out your own teeth, or rewiring your own house. How do you know you are buying the right Georgian property at the right price? When it is really important and is something where a little knowledge would be dangerous, you need a trusted advisor or an expert in the form of a Chartered Building Surveyor. One who can guide you through the process of buying the property, advise of the condition of the property, and identify what is important to you and what is not so important, and what the key factors are that you need to be aware of to ensure that you buy the right property at the right price. We gather information and get to understand you so we can give advice and tune the survey to what you need. Within this video, we show a small sample of the properties we have surveyed. We show you photos showing problems we have identified over the years. We use highlighted sketches and photos to help make our reports clear as to what the problems are and how to solve them. Georgian properties are often listed and/or in a conservation area, sometimes locally listed, and are protected by law. You will be liable for any problems that predecessors have caused, such as replacing older windows with modern windows without approval, such as with plastic double-glazed windows, worst case scenario. Chimneys we look closely at using aerial pictures. Chimneys are in exposed locations, so can be problematic. They are often finished in brick or render. Another high-level area that can be problematic is the roofs. They often have valley gutters which can leak into the properties below. There also tends to be a lack of protective underlayer in the roof, which means there is only one layer of protection rather than the two that you have in more modern properties, so the roofs need to be looked at carefully. We use aerial photography to inspect these difficult to get to areas. Georgian properties tended to have flat roofs, which originally would have been lead or metal, which now have often been replaced with felt or inappropriate materials such as modern plastic and fiberglass. Large sliding sash windows were used due to the need for natural light, as we didn't have good indoor lighting. If you think of the windows being holes in the building, you get an understanding for why there are structural problems within Georgian properties that have large windows. Within our surveys, we look closely for movement in these areas. Often, Georgian properties have bay windows which can be problematic. This is due to timber lintels above them and lack of foundations together with other alterations. Gutters and downpipes were often originally cast iron or sometimes even timber lined with lead. In more recent times, many have been changed to plastic. Having a mixture of different materials for the gutters and downpipes can cause problems, particularly where little thought has been given, and we often find problems with the hopper heads when they are replaced with modern plastic ones. This is something we look out for, as dampness in a building can cause all sorts of problems. Walls are often in Flemish bond or English bond brickwork using a lime mortar. This can be problematic if not maintained or maintained wrongly using a cement mortar or even a cement render, which stops dampness dissipating through the walls. Dampness can also come through the walls and cause problems with the floor timbers or any timbers that bear into the walls, such as those for fixing panels, door lintels and window lintels. We often see a chemical damp-proof course has been added, which generally we find only work for a limited time, if they work at all, particularly if a waterproof render and plaster has been used. Whilst we can't see the foundations can be part of the problems, and there can be indicators that the foundations have failed or that they have been underpinned. The surveyor will also usually be able to identify the soil type, be it clay, peat, sand or chalk, and with their knowledge of the property, understand why there are structural problems and how they can be resolved. Trees can and can't be a problem. It can depend on all kinds of factors, from what type of tree, to how close they are to the building, to the environment, to the soil condition, to whether the tree is a more recent addition and has grown up with the property. Drains can also be a problem, as they were often added at a later date, as was running water, electricity and central heating. Why do you need a Chartered Building Surveyor? Our Chartered Building Surveyors will work just for you with your best interests at heart. They will get to know you by meeting you at the property. They will explain problems and give solutions. Our surveyors will also give advice on any extensions or alterations you are thinking about. We will then produce a tailor-made report for you, including sketches to explain any problems clearly. It is often said that buying a house is one of the most expensive things that we do, and can also be one of the most expensive mistakes we make. Remember, it is buyer beware when you buy a property, so if you buy a problem property, it becomes your problem. We carry out building surveys on properties with a top-level survey, also known as a Level 3 survey and/or a structural survey. We believe our surveys go above and beyond what you get with most building surveys. The different surveys have a different emphasis, but we provide a tailor-made service and can provide examples of what we do for you to peruse before you instruct us. Our unique survey format is that we have an executive summary where we look at the good, bad and ugly, and we go into a lot of detail on the rest of the property. As part of our service, we like to meet you at the property. In fact, we would go as far to say it is an essential part of helping you to buy the right property. We meet you to walk around the property to understand better what is important to you. We will also identify problems that we have seen and explain to you how important they are. We are also happy to answer any questions on things you may have seen that you want to learn more about, or it may be an idea that you have to extend and alter the property. We can help you with these and guide you. We also knock at the neighbours to have a chat with them. This is an important part of the survey, as we have come across all sorts of issues when speaking to the neighbours over the years. We look at the property in a structured manner. We start with the outside of the property, elevation by elevation, and then go inside through each room. We then repeat this again, focusing on any problems we have seen. Please take a look at some of our reviews and testimonials. We are independent, meaning that we are not owned by estate agents, building societies or banks and work just for you. We understand how important buying a new house is to you, and we treat all people as if we are doing the survey for family and friends. It is a pleasure and honour to help you out, and we are a friendly bunch. Please ring us up and have a chat with us, or email me at help@firstassociated.co.uk. If you would like to know more specifically about Georgian Buildings, then please take a look at these links. We have a lot more on our website, www.firstassociated.co.uk. If you want to know how we can help you with our tailor-made building surveying service, please email help@firstassociated.co.uk, or free phone 0800 298 5424. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. We have shown you difficult Georgian property problems, but do remember a little knowledge can be dangerous, and we are more than happy to help you with a building survey. Just phone us for a friendly chat on 0800 298 5424 or email me at help@firstassociated.co.uk. Or you can also speak to a surveyor if there are any specific inquiries. Thank you.